So hello everyone, and welcome to our meditation together. And I appreciate all the chats and the greetings. Very very heartening to come here and see them all. So, the theme this week is the karmic stream and the dharmic stream. And the two are related. And what I'd like to emphasize for this meditation is that one of the physical ways of seeing the manifestation of karma or feeling the impact of karma is in physical tension. Most, I won't say all, most forms of physical tension that we have is a consequence of the karmic activities of the mind. The way we hold on to our ideas, our thoughts, our resistances, our aversions. And so as we relax the body, then the more relaxed we become, while we stay alert and clear, then that makes room for the dharmic stream to flow. The more tense we are, the more we obscure it or block it from view or block the stream from flowing. So part of the advantage of relaxing is it opens up and allows something to flow, something to move through us, something gentle and peaceful, something that shows us the possibility of living with ease, with freedom, with calm, with peace, with equanimity. All these things that are kind of that clear the channels, clear the obstructions from the flow of life. So to relax at the beginning of meditation is doing much more than just preparing for meditation. It's beginning to shift the karmic stream so that so it doesn't interfere with the development of meditation and the development of that Dharma stream. So, assuming a meditation posture, and maybe rocking back and forth a bit, and side to side, and maybe even forward and backwards, rotating around, partly to relax, but partly also to kind of feel your way into your body until you find a posture that feels balanced, aligned, alert. And part of the advantage, if you're sitting upright, part of the advantage of that for relaxing is that an upright sitting posture has more room for the body, the shoulders to relax and soften. If we're collapsed in some way or scrunched over, it makes relaxing more difficult, deep relaxation more difficult. Sometimes to relax deeply, it has to take a while, maybe weeks or months, to build up a little strength in the torso so the strength holds us upright and allows for this deeper letting go. Gently closing your eyes and scanning through the body to see what adjustments can you make now to let the body be more at ease. Is there any tensions or holdings in the muscles that you can relax? maybe in the belly, maybe the shoulders, maybe the face. And then to take a few long, slow, deep breaths. Let the breaths be long enough that it gets your mind's attention. Let the exhale be long enough so that your mind now gets interested in breathing more than interested in its thoughts. And as you exhale, can you relax deeply inside? And then letting the breathing return to normal. In a way of attuning yourself, aligning yourself with your breathing. Every time you exhale for the next little while, relax, gently relax parts of your body. Maybe feeling a part on the inhale and relaxing on the exhale. Maybe relaxing the muscles around the face. Maybe the muscles around the neck. Maybe there are micro relaxations that are possible. Staying with the rhythm of breathing in and out, and as you exhale, relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing down the arms into the hands. As hands become soft and kind of loose hands. You might even kind of move your fingers slightly to loosen them up there. On the exhale, softening the shoulders. And don't expect that you can relax completely, just as far as it'll go, even if it's a micro relaxation. As you exhale, soften, relax the chest. And relax deep in the heart. Soften the belly. And down your legs, if there's any holding there, can you release it? And is there any physical tension that comes from some mental tension you have, mental strain, pushing, pressure, the pressure to think? And as you exhale, relax that as well. And then to now settle into your breathing. As you exhale, relax the exhale. Relax the parts of the body involved in exhaling. As you inhale, can you slightly allow the inhale to be softer, gentler? Relaxing, softening. And if you find yourself thinking and drifting off in thought, let go. And as you let go back into your breathing. And let yourself be centered with breathing at the center. Centered on breathing. And with all the relaxation we've done, maybe some of the body will feel a nice flow of energy or nice softness. So we're breathing now within a field that's more relaxed, softer, flowing one breath at a time. as we come to the end of this meditation, the ability to stay relaxed, to be calm, can be part of our gift that we provide others. If we go through the world anxious, distressed, upset, in a sense we're teaching the world that this is a useful way to be. If we go through the world at ease or calm or confident in our ability to meet the world, we have a very different effect on those around us. We see this particularly the case with young children and their parents. If the parents are anxious, it teaches the children that the world is a frightening place. And to know that we can care for ourselves, care for challenges and difficulties so much better if we stay calm, if we're able to stay relaxed. And to offer that to others as a gift, that there's a different way of being in the world that is not anxious, is not upset and distressed, dismayed. Be the kind of person that people relax around, feel safe around. And may it be that through this meditation practice we do, that our presence in the world is a gift to others. It doesn't have to be so conscious or intentional if we're calm, if we're relaxed. It's just who we are. May it be that this practice we do, through the practice we do, that we're able to make this world a better place. May we support the possibility for all beings to be happy, all beings to be safe, all beings to be peaceful, and all beings to be free. And being relaxed is more likely to support that than being tense. Thank you. So continuing now with this second talk on the karmic stream and the dharmic stream, these two major ways in which our lives can unfold and move, what moves through us. The word, these words, karma and dharma, kind of built into the word, you get a very different feeling for it. Karma has the meaning of action. That's a literal meaning for karma. Action with the connotations of making something, like constructing something. And dharma, in its root, in its etymological root, comes from the meaning of to support. So karma implies that we're doing, and dharma suggests that there's support. And and the dharmic stream can provide a tremendous support for us. The karma stream, the value of that has a lot to do with the nature of the actions we do. And so uh, and so one of the ways of understanding this karma stream, the karmic stream, is that it has a lot to do with constructing. That when we act in a certain kind of way, we're building, creating, constructing uh, our response, our reactions, our character, our personality, our habits, our dispositions. All these ways are being we're contributing, we're making something happen. And it takes work. The karmic stream requires effort on our part. We have to engage in creating it. And sometimes people are weary and tired from all the constant doing and doing and doing that they do, living in this karmic stream of actions and reacting, acting and reacting. The Dharma stream, because it comes more of a support, it doesn't require the same kind of action. There might be things we do, in a sense, movements we make, things we say, but it doesn't come from this impetus, this forcefulness of making something. It maybe comes more from something that's being expressed. Rather than holding something up, we're being held up. And so the karma stream tends to be much more volitional, intentional. Like this is where we're kind of disposed to do something, to make something happen, and we can see that in our thinking. And maybe an easier way to kind of see it is if you use the principle that if you're thinking about anything that's not in the present moment, your mind is constructing the memory, the fantasy, the future, and in that construction, there's an impetus. There's maybe even a compulsion to have something happen, to want something, to not want something, to like something, not like something, and that impetus, that creation, and that force behind it sets. Kind of creates the nature of that action, and the nature of the action creates what impact it has in the future. So if we act with greed, and that's kind of what goes behind the thinking and then the acting, that has a very different creates a very different momentum in our lives than if we act out of generosity. If we chronically act out of aversion, it creates a very different momentum in our lives than if we act out of love. And so to think of karmic stream as something that's always being constructed, built. And sometimes in English we think of karma as the results of our actions. And in Pali it's a different word, vipaka, or that means the results. The emphasis on karma, the Buddhist emphasis on karma, is on the act of constructing. And so we see in the teachings of the Buddha less interested in understanding why something happens. Something happened and that must be my karma in the past, people say. That's not very interesting for the practitioner of the Dharma. Rather, what's interesting is given what's happening, no matter whatever's happening, what is the reaction with which we're meeting that or responding to that? The focus is on what we're doing in the present, not the reason why the present is happening. That's valuable at times to look at the reasons in the background, but to really get to the heart of this, the karma teaching, is to learn how to act differently in the present moment, where the choice is to construct things a little differently, and so the idea, what's useful is that if you're interested in the Dharma, the Dharmic stream, if you're interested in freedom, if you're interested in this phenomenal inner goodness that comes with the Dharma stream, that you want to act accordingly. You want to act and do things that support that possibility, that lead in that direction. And so generosity, ethics, kindness, compassion, equanimity, letting go, these are all actions that are constructing kind of a better self, a better disposition, a better kind of stream of momentum in us that is supportive of the Dharmic stream. And so to some degree, if we're living in the karmic world, we're choosing uh, the particular actions that we want to live by, that those we have a sense are wholesome, beneficial, useful. And we're learning to let go of those which are not useful. It turns out that all the unuseful ones, the ones that are creating a negative impact on us, they all come with tension of some kind or other. And that tension has an ongoing momentum. That compulsion has an ongoing momentum in our lives. When we do beneficial karma, it might have tension, it might not. It might have a compulsion, it might not. And that's a very important distinction, because if doing good things is done with tension, the results are mixed. If we do good things without compulsion, without tension, the results tend to be better. And the results here we're talking about not necessarily the results out in the world, but the impact it has in us inside, the impact in the ongoing momentum, disposition, that through which we act and respond to the world. The Dharma stream is mostly something that we allow. We don't construct it. It's mostly getting out of the way. It's clearing the blockage in the stream. The karma stream, we're learning to turn off the fire hose. In the Dharma stream, we're removing the obstacles that keeps the stream from flowing. And then this because we're not acting with tension, then Dharma stream is to learn to relax deeply, and we're letting go. And if we're not acting out of compulsion or tension, we're not really going to be creating this negative karma. Instead, we'll we'll allow for the native goodness inside of us. The love, the generosity, the caringness, the kindness. There's all this wonderful good qualities we have, including wisdom, including kind of strong wisdom and strong compassion and strong adherence and dedication to the truth. A strength that is stable and strong, partly because it's not agitated or fragile the way that tension can cause. And so what's interesting is that when we do the kind of dharmically positive activity, actions that are part of the construction process, conditioning process, that it aligns itself with this goodness that's inside. And there becomes a time when there's a transition from what we're doing to what we're allowing, what we have to contribute to what we are. And so this inner goodness, as we do good in the world, do good for ourselves, it tends to support the awakening or the freedom or the expressivity of the Dharma stream inside of us. And the Dharma stream is manifested in many ways, but it's manifested with tremendous confidence and trust, in joy and tranquility and happiness, an ability to be settled and focused, in equanimity, and ultimately in freedom. And So one of the things we learn, but this is a very important distinction between this dharmic stream and the karmic stream, because it helps us to see that we don't have to always be constructing our world, constructing our responses to the world. We don't have the work of reacting and acting and doing and thinking. And one of the primary constructive activities people are doing is through their thinking. It's a lot of work in thinking. And it's constructing, it's manufacturing ideas, fantasies, stories, interpretations of what's there. And it's a tremendous burden if it's just done incessantly and compulsively. And it's not necessary to do as much as most people think. The authority behind our thinking can be questioned. And it's a little bit like someone, maybe you live someone lives in a home for years, and they've accumulated a lot of things and furniture and stuff, and they live in this home. And it turns out that there's a wall down the middle of the home, and half the home they didn't know was there. And then someday someone takes down the wall and they realize, wait a minute, there's a whole second half of the home. So to understand this distinction between the karmic stream and the dharmic stream can be kind of like, aha, oh, there's a whole second half of how to live. You'll still live in the karma stream to some degree, but hopefully you live in it with wisdom and clarity, and you understand how it works. And there's this whole other room to live in that gives you breathing room and space and freedom. And that's the other half that's often missing for people who live only in the karmic world, which is most people. And so to discover the Dharma world, the Dharma stream, is a great gift and a great, it's just a wonderful thing. So, so we'll continue over these next days on this theme, and hopefully as we continue, you'll get a better sense of this distinction and how to practice and work with it. Thank you very much.